Hey everybody, this is Kibastic. Good news for you! I made a questionnaire on my Instagram regarding the videos on my channel that you like and dislike the most. Many people liked 3D printing, and here it comes. I have printed a new puzzle with a 3D printer. Trust me, it is really difficult and really interesting. Let's start. The puzzle looks so simple, and that is the interesting part. The task sounds insanely simple. We have a frame that limits our field of action, and there are only 10 details. 4 large black ones that fit here without any problems, and 6 small round ones. Here they are. Our task is to place all the round objects and all vertical stripes inside this frame. Just 10 pieces. Sounds so simple and looks really simple too, so let's get started. But before pressing the timer, I will say that in fact all of these puzzles here, which looks really simple, in fact are much more complicated than they seem. No wonder this puzzle has the 10th difficulty level. And now the timer started. So, a frame that fits 4 black pieces perfectly. We have 6 round parts to put in, and as you saw in the beginning, not all fit there. But there's a lot of space here, and if we somehow turn it over, by the way, it already fits in more. And as I understand it, we can use these black parts like this, in this position, and turn them over them. And turning them upside down while also changing places. I think that there are not so many options for these black pieces, therefore I think that we will deal with this much faster than I expected. Here, look, already 4. There are only 2 left. I need to somehow find space for these 2. It seems to me that it will be easy to put 5, but the 6th, it seems to me we will need some time to figure it out. So let's place the big details inside, small ones are outside, and we have... Oh, look! 1, can I really solve it so quickly? 2, 3, 4, 5. 5! This is the most obvious way to put all the parts, because I took the objects with such wide holes, there's clearly more space in them, and put them inside the field. They used to be like this, and here it was simply impossible to put anything, and now I just removed them. By the way, this is still a small point, it is unlikely that something will fit into it, so I will turn it over so that it looks outward with this point. But still, 5 out of 6. Damn, how does it work? I think there is still a lot of work to be done here. By the way, do not forget to subscribe to the channel. The videos are now regularly released on Tuesdays and Fridays, so hit the bell so you don't miss a thing. Damn, I have now decided to change the strategy. First I put in the round objects, and then I started putting in the black parts. As you can see, it just simply doesn't work to fit them into the frame, but if you go beyond the frame, then it turns out to fit all 6. But then the black detail goes beyond the frame, and it looks so... well, it doesn't look pretty good. And you know what? Once I've solved similar puzzles, it seemed to me that the whole difficulty lies in the fact that you need to think outside the box. This puzzle dictates the rules for us. It says that 4 columns fit perfectly like this. But nobody said that we cannot put the columns upright. For example, in one of the puzzles I had such an option that instead of putting all the sticks vertically, I put 2 of them horizontally. Maybe the same thing should be done here, and it will work in some way like that. As I understand, in order to fit all these things here, you need to understand how to do it. So it doesn't fit, okay. And what if we try to... go... Whoa! Oh! Okay, we're getting close. Look. Aha! It might work. Look. It turns out that we are reducing the distance between these sticks by going inside each other with these elements. And then we have more width that can be used. So we can do that and put... Oh, look! And this should fit here now. Somehow. These four should be here, that's for sure. I see that it has to work this way. Yes! Here it comes! Ha! Great! So good. Well, the only problem is that we have few holes left. We do not have a single hole at all, and we need to find some position so that at least one hole appears here. And what if we turn it over? Will it work? It doesn't work like that too. By the way, this is the way for us to get two holes. What if we put this here and find some way to put these two details here? Something seems to be working out. I don't know about you, but I just love this puzzle. Guys, like and subscribe to the channel right now. It doesn't cost you anything, it just takes a second, but I'll be sure that you don't miss the next videos with the really cool puzzles. It's hard to believe that this thing didn't exist just a few minutes ago. I printed it with a 3D printer, and it turned out kinda good. So, if it fits here, then we can fit 1, 2... It's brilliant! As you know from my channel, round not always fits into something round. Look here attentively. There are squares. And all these elements fit perfectly here. We solved the puzzle! In almost 12 minutes! Wow! It just blows my mind. This is just awesome! Such a non-standard puzzle! But have you noticed how it worked out in just 12 minutes? It's all about experience. Experience in solving puzzles helps a lot. Folks, I'm extremely glad that this puzzle was on my table, and I'm extremely glad that I solved it. And I'm really pleased that you also saw this wonderful puzzle. Hope you have the same emotions now. Therefore, do not hesitate, and after watching this video, come to my channel, watch other videos. There are puzzles that will blow your mind even more. Well, that was Cubastic, bye everyone and have a good time!
Wow.